and welcome back to the Hair Lounge. My name's Angelina and I'm a licensed stylist. Today we're going to talk about those pesky nose hairs. I'm going to show you how to use your at-home wax machine to get rid of all those fuzzy guys. Stay tuned and we'll get right into it. If you enjoy learning about hair, click the subscribe button and the bell to get notified for all my new videos. One nice thing about waxing your nose is you don't have to do it very often. Roughly, I can get away with waxing it normally once every maybe 2 months. When I kind of start noticing in the light, in my car, in the rearview mirror, or really good lighting, and I can kind of see some danglers, let's be honest, we all know we've seen them. That's when I know it's time to wax. So I'm at that point and I thought, why not show you guys how I wax my own hair? Don't forget, I'm not a licensed esthetician. I did go to cosmetology school, so I do know how to wax. So I know kind of the basics of what you need to do. I am using Gigi's wax warmer. It's just a single pot holder. I am using a blue wax that is more of like a sensitive kind of wax for sensitive skin. Then I will be also using these sticks, one for each nostril. While you're waxing, you want to make sure that your wax is cool enough so it's not dripping down your nose or out of your nose. And you want to make sure you get a fairly big, I call it a bulb, on kind of the tip of your actual stick. Then you're going to stick it in your nose as far up as you want. Be careful, don't be jabbing your nose. And then you're going to kind of squeeze your nostrils shut. That way, it will get all of that hair in there. I do know some people think you should have your nose hairs. They're there for a reason. So why would I wax them? Why would I pull them out? I don't necessarily agree or disagree. I just don't like to have my nose hair sticking out of my nose. So that's why I do it. Everybody has their own opinion. So if this is not what you like, don't leave me any nasty comments. Just go to my next video and watch all my other videos. But if you have waxed your nose before, leave me a comment down below and tell me what you do and how you decide to use it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna hop right on over to my wax pot and show you guys how I do it. I will leave in the description box all the wax that I'm using today and all the accessories, so don't forget to look down in that description box. So like I told you, I like my wax to be kind of thicker on the end. It's still pretty warm. As you can see, it's kind of moving on my stick pretty well. So I just kind of rotate my stick around. That way it kind of forms a bulb on the end of the actual wooden stick. I like it to be fairly large down that way, and I just kind of let it run up and down the actual stick until it's not moving a ton, and that's when I stick it in my nose. So it's starting to kind of slow down. I'm gonna get a little closer. Sorry if you don't like this close up, just skip over it. But I wanna get close enough so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So, kind of get it towards the end. And then I'm just gonna stick it right in. Kind of flare those nostrils. Kind of move it up and down so you get it all over. Then you're gonna squeeze that nostril shut. Then you're gonna just let it cool. And obviously your nose is sensitive, so some people think that it hurts, and surprisingly, it doesn't. Your eyes don't really water. Maybe the first time you do it, it's kind of shocking, but it's not really that bad. It does not hurt like I thought it was going to. So again, just kind of pushing on that nostril, making sure it's sticking to all those hairs. You can feel the wax inside your nose, and you can kind of feel when it starts to cool. And so you just want to wait till it cools down just a little bit, because you want it to really grab onto those hairs before you actually pull it out of your nose. You can also feel the wax on the outside to make sure it's cool enough. If it starts sticking to your fingers and you're pulling wax off, it needs to cool a little bit more. Okay, feels pretty good. So doing it on myself, I'll just sit up and do it. But majority of the time when I'm doing like my husband or clients, I will have them lean back in the shampoo bowl. That way the wax doesn't drip down onto their face and kind of drips, or doesn't really drip anywhere. It just stays in the nose. Then you're gonna grab the bridge of your nose and then you're just gonna pull straight down. Just like that. Okay, so if you get grossed out by stuff, turn away right now. But if you wanna see how much hair I pulled out, now's the time to look. Like I said, it's been a couple months, it's kind of gross. But as you can see, there's a decent amount of hair on there. That is disgusting. That's obviously why I wax. Because think, if someone is standing next to me, that's all they're gonna be looking at, is looking at all that nose hair, and I don't want that. Okay, so one side done. Now we're gonna move on to the other side, throw this one away and get our new stick. Now we're moving on to the right side. Again, I'm just kind of letting the wax cool off and twisting my stick so the wax does not fall off. A tip before you actually start waxing your nose, blow your nose first. That way you kind of get all that gunk out of it. And if your nose is wet at all, the wax doesn't really stick very well. So you wanna make sure you blow your nose first really good. And then I always like to blow it after, just to make sure that I'm not having any blue wax inside my nose. Okay, so that one is looking good. Now we'll move on to this right side. So again, just kind of shove it up there. Kind of twist it around, make sure you're getting it everywhere. And just squeezing that nostril to make sure it adheres to all that hair. After you pull it out, it's always good to check your nose to make sure that you got everything out. I noticed on this left side, I still had some stuff left in there, stuff as in hair. So I will go back again and get those little hairs that I saw. So I'll show you how I do that after the fact. But we'll just kind of let this guy cool. Sorry I sound funny. This is just how it is when your nose is plugged up. Ladies, this is really good for your husbands because we know all guys do not like to groom the ear hairs, the nose hairs. So this is a good way to remove that. My husband likes to pull his and then he sneezes like 100 times and it's really annoying. So I just like to do it for him so I don't have to listen to him. Okay, it feels good. Same thing, grab the bridge of your nose and pull straight down. Again, look away if you don't like gross stuff, but I'm gonna show you this other side. This one didn't have as much, but as you can see, there is hair on it. Okay, I can notice, I don't know if you guys can see, I just have a few little hairs right here that I'm gonna get with the wax again. So let me do that. Now I got my third just to kind of get those ones, like I said, on this left side that I didn't quite get. I can tell it's up kind of more on the top of my nose, so I'm just gonna kind of push this up in there. So I will tell you, after you do this, you will notice that your nose feels like super, almost like baby soft. It's kind of weird to explain, but it feels really good. I think the first time that I actually waxed my nose, I think I noticed my nose was like running a little bit more, which obviously those hairs kind of like hold all that snot in there. But after like maybe the second time I did it, I didn't have that problem anymore. So I just, like that I don't have to worry about having hairs hanging out and people just looking at that when they're talking to me. Okay, there we go. Got the last little bit. So everything is all clean and no danglers. So that's what we like. Honestly, that's all I do. I don't really clean my nose out. Like I said, I'll blow my nose afterwards, but that's pretty much it. It's super, super easy for you to do at home. Like I said, I use the Gigi one single pot warmer and I use the sensitive wax. I will link everything down below If you guys like this video, leave me a comment. Tell me if you are gonna try this on your nose, because I'd love to hear. And even maybe if you record it, if you're gonna do it to your husband, tag me on Instagram. My Instagram will be linked down below as well, because I'd love to see it, because we all like to torture our husbands. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.